You feel me?
So what be you trying to do?
Man, play that chunk off the deuce, man. Let's get it.
Before Zeus would become one of the hottest reaction channels on YouTube, comprised of former college football players Just Zeke and B. Lou. Before Zeus would have their breakthrough moment with their viral reaction video to the XXXTentacion's track, Look At Me.
Man, we back with another reaction video. Now, a lot of y'all been requesting this. I'm not sure who this nigga is.
Man, never heard of him, like, cause the name, like, is different.
Before Zeus would have more than a combined 400,000 followers on Twitter, a combined 1 million followers on Instagram, and over 4 million subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. For those of you who may not have heard of them yet, Zeus is a YouTubing duo comprised of the entertainers Just Zeke and B. Lou, two former football players who met at Tulsa University. Instead of going pro in their sport of choice, ended up betting on their own personalities, carrying them to internet fame. When speaking about the beginnings of their relationship, they told Oklahoma News on 6.
He was big Brock over his house and stuff, play the game, you know, just like everybody else, and then he just had this brilliant idea.
Everything kind of happened fast, it just took off. I don't know how to explain.
Zeke might not know how to explain it, but I think I can. Long story short, these two made the wise decision of simply being themselves. One that would pay off when over 4 million followers later, these two are freestyling and cracking jokes on their path to worldwide fame. But where did they come from and how did they meet? Well, stay tuned because in our newest episode of Before They're Famous, you're about to find that all out. What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Marlon Palmer. Recent drops in the series have included looks at Stassi Baby and the dark side of Blueface. Please check that out. Since the show works on request, don't forget to leave us some ideas with who you want to see next. I'll catch you guys after the intro. Zeus is composed of the YouTubers Just Zeke and B. Lou, both of whom became fast friends after meeting in the Tulsa University football program. But prior to this meeting that would change both of their lives, Zeke was born Zeke Acebegu on June 7th, 1992 in Los Angeles, California to his mother Julie. For most of his life, he called Grand Prairie, Texas home, but he also spent some time living in both Dallas and Austin, where he attended James Bowie High School and helped lead his team to a 10-2 record on their way to the regional finals. I did not know that boy had game like that. Okay, all right. It was during the 2009 season that he moved from safety to linebacker, after which he was credited with 103 tackles as a senior, which allowed him to letter in his final season before going on to earn first-team All-District 5A4 merits. Beyond his talent on the gridiron, he also lettered in track and field as well as wrestling. Meanwhile, B. Lou was born Bishop Louis on September 23rd, 1995 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to his father Lloyd and his mom Fayetta. He grew up in a family of 6 siblings, and his cousin is former Kansas City Chiefs running back Priest Holmes. Bishop grew up fully intending on replicating his cousin's path to success, playing football and mastering athletics. In fact, he became a 4-year letter winner and started for the McLean High School football team. After a short stint as part-time starter at quarterback in his sophomore season, Bishop settled into his primary role as receiver and defensive back.
Look how I do people, look. I'm telling you, I was really, no lie, our team right there was crazy.
Despite playing in only 7 games as a senior due to injury, Bishop still went on to be named to the first team 4A3 All-District honors and was selected as the district offensive MVP, registering over 1,000 all-purpose yards and 10 touchdowns that season. Both men would finally cross one another's paths when they entered the Tulsa University football program. Zeke didn't play much his first year on the team, but by his second year he played in 12 games and recorded 9 tackles. Unfortunately, the following year, Zeke was involved in a pretty terrible car accident that would shatter his knee and end up derailing his athletic career. After the 2012 season, he would only play in around 17 games total during the rest of his time at school. For Bishop, the college experience went a little more smoothly, playing in 36 games total and earning himself 2 starts with 28 receptions for 308 yards and 2 touchdowns for his entire college career.
Can't hold me. Oh my mama, what y'all wanna do? Oh, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Look at me! Look at me!
Once both men wrapped up their playing careers, they realized that turning pro in the NFL probably wasn't going to happen. So they decided on the next best possible thing: become YouTubers. I mean, that's how we all landed here, right? Am I right? It had actually been Zeke's dream for a while to become a YouTube personality, and with all the experience these two had trash talking on the field, as well as playing video games against one another, they felt like they had a leg up on the competition. Both men created their very own YouTube profiles early on in the 2010s, Bishop in February of 2011 and Zeke in April of 2012. But neither would begin posting content until September of 2016, when Zeke uploaded a reaction to the Han Challenge with his buddy DA to the Zeus Challenge he had originally created on his own simply out of boredom.
Today we're gonna be be reacting to the Challenge Roast compilation.
Hi, my name's Eyes, and I wear black all the time.
Flash forward about 8 months and his channel was pulling in steady, if not unspectacular numbers, but his buddy DA didn't feel like continuing on with the gig. So Zeke wound up replacing him with B-Lou, and from that point on, this duo found a real groove, especially with the incorporation of their creative and fun as hell freestyles. The major appeal in these two seems to be how well they complement each other, and their fans just can't get enough of how the interdynamics of their personalities play off of one another.
We just got on there. We didn't care about like how other people viewed us. We would just, it felt like when people, like we get a lot of comments of people telling us like when they watch us, they feel like they're in the room with us.
After 4 months of working together, sometimes creating as many as 5 to 6 reaction videos a day, Zias finally hit the big time when their reaction to X's Look at Me blew the hell up and collected over 20 million views. From that point on, their channel was regularly pulling in millions of views, especially when these two would bring their patented sense of humor to other big time rapper reaction videos. As their popularity extended around the world, so did their travel schedule. Over the next few years, Zias would travel from LA to Toronto to London, meeting with producers, fans, and other artists to collaborate on projects of all sorts, including, of course, more reaction videos and more freestyles.
Fell in love with the Banks. I ain't talking about Alyssa, Violet, good and busting her eyelid. I'm not a human, I'm a hybrid.
They'd also create their own remixes of popular songs like Louis Gang, which is a reworking of Lil Pump's Gucci Gang. When's someone gonna make a Nike Gang? I feel like that covers like most of the world. In fact, once their fans got a taste of just how much these two were huge hip hop heads, B-Lou was able to spin that off into something of a side hustle, releasing his own solo albums Elementary and Bow in 2019. Now that Zios has conquered the world of YouTube, is it only a matter of time until they land themselves a full-fledged record deal? Or will they continue to focus on becoming two of the most popular social media influencers ever? Only time will tell, and perhaps we'll find out later in another video, but for now, this has been Before They're Famous. Be sure to let us know what you thought about this video in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram @BeforeThey'reFamous so you can vote on what's next, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.